Adverbs of duration, uses and examples. Adverbs of duration, also known as temporal adverbs, are words that provide information about how long an action or event lasts or the frequency with which it occurs. These adverbs are important for understanding the timing and duration of actions in a sentence. Here are some common adverbs of duration. Always indicates that something happens continuously or without interruption. For example, she always arrives on time. Often suggests that something happens frequently but not necessarily all the time. For example, he often goes to the gym. Frequently, similar to often, indicating a high frequency of occurrence. For example, they frequently travel for work. Sometimes implies that something occurs occasionally but not regularly. For example, I sometimes eat dessert. Occasionally suggests infrequent or irregular occurrences. For example, they meet occasionally for coffee. Rarely indicates that something happens very infrequently or almost never. For example, she rarely gets sick. Seldom, similar to rarely, indicating a low frequency of occurrence. For example, he seldom visits his hometown. Once refers to a single occurrence. For example, I only saw that movie once. Twice refers to something happening 2 times. For example, she goes to the gym twice a week. Thrice refers to something happening 3 times. It's less common and more formal than twice. For example, they met thrice before making a decision. Hourly indicates something happens every hour. For example, trains depart hourly. Daily refers to something happening every day. For example, she takes a daily walk in the park. Weekly indicates something happens every week. For example, they have a weekly team meeting. Monthly refers to something happening every month. For example, they pay their bills monthly. Yearly indicates something happens once a year. For example, they celebrate their anniversary yearly. Annually, similar to yearly, referring to something happening once a year. For example, the conference is held annually. Forever indicates that something continues without end. For example, their love will last forever. Temporarily suggests a short-term or limited duration. For example, he's temporarily staying with us. Briefly implies a very short duration. For example, she spoke briefly at the meeting. For a while suggests an unspecified but not too long duration. For example, they chatted for a while. These adverbs of duration help provide context to actions and events, allowing you to describe how long they last or how often they occur in your writing or speech.